All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachak Kodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Real quick, I just wanted to go into this lesson. All right, just concerning the condition, all right, of the earth, all right, as of right now, okay, and really how due to the Esau being in rulership. Okay, everything, and I mean everything. Okay, it's just been done a complete 180. All right, and it's vexing because here it is now, because at one point we had done a 180 as well. Okay, however, now that the Lord has reversed it, all right, and we now see the world for what it really is. All right, we now understand what the world should look like. Okay, it's even more vexing because we understand what the order should be. However, we're living in a world where there isn't that. All right, we're living in a world of disorder where the weather's messed up. These women, a lot of them, you look at the way they talk to they talk to dudes, you know or the way kids talk to their parents. Okay, animals getting messed up, animals dying at rapid rates. Okay, all these different things, man. And it's just like it just shows you the wickedness, all right, of because the scriptures say the way, roughly paraphrasing, the way that a king or a ruler is, so is the manner, so is the same way that the city is, or the people are. Okay, and that's why a lot of our people have taken after Esau, because he's ruling right now. And then guess what, they have acknowledged Esau, and by Esau I mean the so-called white race, the Caucasian race. Our people have acknowledged them to be their ruler. Therefore, they are under that vibration. However, we have not acknowledged Esau as our ruler. We have acknowledged Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai as our ruler, as our head. That's why we move a different way than the rest of the world. Okay? But I'm going to read this real quick. This is Psalms chapter 82, verse 5. It says, "They know not, neither will they understand." Okay? Who's that? Esau. They don't know, man. They don't understand. Okay, these mysteries, these prophecies. They don't understand how to be righteous. Let me put it at that. Because they haven't been programmed that way. Just like your foot doesn't understand how to think and send signals to, like the brain does, because it wasn't designed that way. Okay, so Esau doesn't have it in him to be righteous, so he can't understand when we speak righteousness. All right, and because of that, they walk on in darkness. Okay, now what is darkness? When something is dark, people automatically seek what? Light. Why? Because when you have light, you have order, because you can see, and when you can see, you can act, you can think, you can make moves, you can make decisions based on what you're seeing. However, when there's darkness, guess what? You don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're doing. You're just going according to whatever you think is going on, whatever you think is in front of you. Okay? But when you have the light to see and be guided by the light, you have a better accuracy of making it through that path. But these devils, because they don't understand, guess what? They don't have that light. They're in darkness. So their actions and the way they move, you'll look at it being that you're in the light, and you look at them like somebody that's weird. Because if you were to have a hidden camera in a room, a dark room, and you were to have somebody in that room, all right, with different objects in there, and tell them to maneuver their way around, they'd look funny. They'd have their arms out, they're stretched, trying to reach, trying to touch, to feel objects around them. They might walk straight into a wall, boom. They might trip, they might fall. So all these different things, you'll look at them like, damn, yo, you funny. Because you wouldn't do those things because you're in the light. You have the light to see. You don't need your hands out. You can see if there's a table in front of you. You can see if there's a wall in front of you. So you can move in order. All right. And so when you look at the actions of these Edomites and the way that they think and the way they move, it's what? It's as though they're in darkness. Okay. And we see that because we understand what the light is. So it says all the foundations of the earth are out of course. Now the foundations of the earth are the building blocks, the basics, what everything started on. And that's what who the Lord had Yahweh Shai and the angels set into place. The order of things. Okay? Non-GMO foods. Okay? The way everything was created, the Lord said what? And he saw it and it was good. Meaning it was perfect. It was functioning the way it was supposed to function. However, due to Esau's rulership, these things are not functioning that way. He's poisoning the air with chemtrails. All right. He's poisoning your water with fluoride, excessive amounts you don't need. Okay. All these different things, Esau's trying to find a different way and a different method to do something. But guess what? By doing that, he's changing the foundations of the earth. And that's why it's out of course. Okay. He wants to destroy and rebuild in his image. But that's not how it's ordained to be, man. Okay. So let me see. Moving on. This is 1 John chapter 5, verse 19. And we know that we are of the Most High, and the whole world lieth in wickedness. Okay? And if the world lieth in wickedness, then that means what? Destruction has to come to the world. Because the wages of wickedness, or the wages of sin, is death. All right? That's why we see the world being out of course, man. We see everything. Listen, here it is. According to the scriptures, when you deal on a land for 6 years, you can deal on the land, eat the fruits thereof. All right, but on the seventh year, you're supposed to let the land rest as a land Sabbath. Esau doesn't follow that. Okay. Here it is. The scriptures tell you, when you gather maybe your fruits or your crops, you're not supposed to take everything. So those who are poor can have something to eat. At least they understand, if they were to go into the field, they could get a little something to eat from maybe a backyard or something, instead of laying on the streets all messed up, begging for money, and people walking around them like they don't exist. With all the money that Esau has, you don't think he could change that? But once again, as we read in Psalms 82, they don't know, neither will they understand. That's not how they're programmed. So they can't do that. And the problem is, being that they're the ones who are in rulership, okay? Is that Job 9, verse 24? All right. If they're in darkness and they're ruling, then that means they're going to rule with the mindset of a dark one, because they're in darkness. And what is that going to do? That's going to cause everybody they're ruling over to move, all right, like somebody who's in darkness as well. So it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And who is that wicked? Malachi, the first chapter, all right, tells you that wicked, all right, is Esau. All right, they shall call them the border of wickedness. So that same wicked are those who don't know, they don't understand, and they walk in darkness. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not, where and who is he? And he did that by deception, by destroying the true images, okay? Because who are the judges? The powers, all right? Yahweh Shai, the angels, okay? The Israelites, all of that. Okay, I did a video yesterday going into it, how they had the Israelites white in the movie Passion of Christ, and then that's the movie they promote. So as a child, you watching this thinking, damn, the Lord is an Edomite. You don't, obviously you didn't say it like that, but you thinking the Lord is a white man. You thinking Peter's white. You thinking Mary's white. You thinking the Romans are white. You think Moses is white. Samson is white. The Pharaoh is white. Everybody's white. So you start thinking, damn, well, where do I come in? You know what I'm saying? Like, which part of the scene do I play? You know, like, damn, I don't even get a part in this movie. The good and the bad are white. So what am I? I'm not even the extra. You know, and then what does that do? It subliminally it leads to self-hatred within Jake. Okay, so now they want because everything that's portrayed as good is white. You know, so now they want to look like that if they want to be considered, or in their mind think of themselves as good. That is also out of order. Okay, As the saying goes, black is beautiful. Okay, what did King Solomon say? He said, I am black but comely." Okay, so he was dark and good looking. Okay, the Most High is dark. The angels are dark skinned. Yahweh Shai is a dark skinned man. Okay, but going on, it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That's why everything is out of course, because everything is under the vibration of wickedness. You know, everything has a spirit on it, but that spirit is not a spirit of righteousness. Okay, that spirit is a spirit of wickedness, as a matter of fact. Okay, let's get that. Second. And you have a lot of people that don't realize that. Why? Because they've been deceived. All right. Let me see. Second Thessalonians 2. Okay, they've been deceived. Do, 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 do. Yeah, there it is. Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. All right, and that man of sin be revealed. Okay, and so what that falling away did happen. All right, we lost our heritage, our nationality, we lost all of that. Okay, but now we've been called to remembrance, and because we've been called to remembrance, that man of sin is being revealed. How is he being revealed? Okay, by us coming and through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the one that had us fall away and then brought us back. Guess what? By that spirit, we are revealing this man. How are we doing that? Because now we're letting you know, hey, well, according to the scriptures, all right, these Edomites, all right, the Edomites you read of in the Bible are here today on the earth, and they're going by the names of Caucasian, Jewish, white, all right, all these different names, man. But it's to hide their identity. However, we are revealing who they are, and then on top of that, we're making the connections. The spirit of the Edomites in the Bible, and then the spirit of the so-called white man on earth right now. And they don't like that. But that's why it says the son of perdition, because what their perdition is what? Destruction. Okay. If you go into it, as a matter of fact, let's do that. Okay, the son of perdition, destroying, utter destruction, perishing, ruin, destruction. And that's what they do. Okay. Everything they touch, they destroy, man. Okay, they cannot preserve life. They cannot. That's why they're in under their rulership. Apparently, the earth has only a certain amount of years before it's uninhabitable anymore. Why? Because you have the son of perdition ruling. So everything is out of course. Here it is. You eat food and be hungry in a incredibly short amount of time, because the nutrients in your food are not the same. Why? Because the earth is not producing as much or as much quality food as it's supposed to, because it's sick. The earth itself has a spirit. The earth is alive, because if the earth wasn't alive, it wouldn't be able to bring forth living creatures. Okay, where do trees and plants come from? Okay, it comes from the earth, and trees and plants are alive because they die. Okay, so if they're alive, guess what? You in order to be alive, all right, you have to come from something else that's living. Okay, and that's what you see. So the earth is a living thing. The earth has a spirit. Okay, so right now, because of the pollution, all right, you have this man dumping waste, performing nuclear tests underwater. Okay, when they dropped those atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, you think that affected only the Japanese? No, it also affected the earth, because that radiation, guess what, is also affecting the earth. It's making the earth bad, man, because hey, if you get an infection in one part of your body, guess what, that affects the whole part of your body, man. That affects how, if the infection is in your right hand, that affects how your left leg moves. It affects how your left shoulder feels. It affects all of that. because now it's through you, your whole body. So if the earth is being affected on one part of it, guess what? That's gonna decrease, all right, the productivity of the earth, and is the earth isn't gonna be able to perform in its best state. And right now it's in its lowest forms. That's why fruits are so small. Okay, that's why we as people are so small. That's why we don't live to a long age. Okay, that's why a lot of people are unhealthy. Why? Because you have the son of perdition ruling. The same ones who are poisoning the air you're breathing with chemtrails. Look it up. The same ones who are putting excessive amounts of fluoride in your water. The same ones who put poison in your toothpaste and then write it and let you know if more than a certain amount is swallowed, call the poison control. Why? You know? The same ones who will give you chemotherapy, but they wouldn't take it themselves because they understand that chemotherapy kills you, not heals you. Okay? The same ones who will come out and either frame or kill or destroy anybody, all right, who's coming out with the true way, all right. For example, you have a lot of people that came out, all right, against this government snitching on them. They got put to sleep. You had herbologists that came out, Dr. Sabi, they got put to sleep. And these elites want to put us to sleep as well. Why? Because this is all what they did and what we're doing is revealing that man of sin. Because it is his fault that the earth is out of course. It's verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped? And Esau is trying to be in that position. He's trying to be God. Okay? And he opposeth himself. Okay? An opposition is one that is against. So what the Most High has done, he's against it. So really, he's anti-life. Okay? He's anti-life. So when the Most High does something, he wants to do the opposite. All right? Where you see life, when you put him there, you're going to see death. That's why he creates weapons of mass destruction. Okay? WMD, weapons of mass what? Destruction. What is another word for destruction? Death. Okay? Everything that this devil has is death, man. His blessing was the sword. What is a sword used to do? A sword is used to shed blood. Okay? So if the Most High created fish, this man gonna come and say, nah, I wanna fuse a turtle and a fish. The Most High separated animals. He's saying, nah, I want to grow human organs within monkeys. So just in case of what? You see? So that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And how is he doing? Why is he trying to do that? By his technology. So first, what is he gonna do? He's gonna first blind the earth, all right, make people docile, decrease spirituality upon the earth, okay, separate people from the Most High as far as possible, so people don't really remember the Lord, okay, and that way, once their memory has been wiped, he can come in and then pitch his case, all right, and divert their mind onto him. Okay, because if he can say that the miracles and all those things weren't real, okay, however, science is real, even though science is below spirituality, science and technology isn't on the same level as miracles and spiritual power. All right, science and technology is still on a level. So once he's able to, if science and technology is in second place, and the spiritual power and miracles and all these different things are in first place, if he can say that first place doesn't exist, then by default, his second place then becomes first place. So if he can say that the Most High doesn't exist, the Most High isn't who you think he is, all right, and then people stop believing in the Most High, they're gonna believe it in the next thing that's above them, which that Esau is gonna put himself in that place. That's why he wants to chip people. Okay, he wants to be revered as the power, but that's not how it works, man. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know that with ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. And what time is that? That's now. Okay? For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And who letteth? The Most High. Okay? So that mystery of iniquity, all right, at some point, guess what? The Lord started allowing that to be revealed. The Lord started having Esau's skirt be lifted. Okay? It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And how is that? By the prophets. Matthew 10 and 20. It is not ye that speak, but the spirit of your Father which speaketh within you. Roughly paraphrasing. It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Okay? Did this Lord not say, I beheld Satan falling as lightning? Because the second Yahushua returns, Esau is done. And even before then, his kingdom and his power structure is collapsing. It's going downhill. Okay? But if it's going diagonal right now, when the Lord returns, it's going to go straight down. It's going to look like an undefined line. Okay? So it says, so then shall that wicked be revealed, and that's now everybody is hip to it. Hell, when you out there, all right, we have the sign of the elites and the Rothschilds and the Illuminati and all these rich banking families. Guess what? Almost everybody that comes by is able to say, oh yeah, I know who that is. The Black Pope and all this extra stuff. Yeah, I know who those are. Because now everybody's hip to this devil's trickery. And that's why Revelation 12 and 12 tells you they're going to come down with great wrath. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. Okay? And what does the word Satan mean? It means adverse or an adversary. All right? But these devils, their vibration, their energy, their mindset is after the working of Satan. It says, with all power and signs and lying wonders. How do they do that? By their technology. Okay? Their military weapons. Okay? Their ability to make life convenient for you. Hell, being able to even do a video like I'm doing right now would be considered what? A lying wonder. It would be considered a sign, a powerful thing. Being able to talk to somebody that's not even in the same vicinity as you, being able to see somebody that's across the world from you, all right, you know, live in action through a phone that doesn't even have wires connected to it. Guess what? Those that's all a form of power. Those are all different signs. But it says what? And with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. For this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, and that they should believe a lie. And a lot of them, what? They're believing a lie, man. That they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. So when we're telling you all these different things and we're telling you, listen, the Most High is going to destroy you if you're not a part of this truth, we're not just saying that. That's scriptural, man. Damned, meaning you're going to be destroyed, man. Who believed not the truth. Okay? They don't believe what we're saying. We're outcasts. Who are we? You know? We just a bunch of dudes who picked up the Bible, right? But how is it that when Christians picked it up, nobody really wanted to give it that much attention like they're giving it now? Okay? When historians picked it up, nobody wanted to give it attention like they're giving it now. But once the Israelites pick up the Bible, everybody got something to say about it. Now everybody going into the Greek and the lexicon and the Septuagint and all these different things, right? The Masoretic texts, you know, the Dead Sea Scrolls. Now, it ain't just the Dead Sea Scrolls. You got the Live Sea Scrolls. You got, you know, the Air Scrolls. You know, all these different things people pulling out of their hats, you know. But guess what, man? At the end of the day, everything is out of order. You have the world is the world. If you're not of the elect, if you're not sincerely pushing this word in this truth, guess what? Everybody else is confused. Everybody, then the Lord, the scriptures say the Lord is not the author of confusion. All right. But all these people here are confused, man. Okay, because the world lies in darkness, and darkness brings what? Confusion. Okay. You might bump into somebody in the dark. You don't know who bumped into you. So you're confused. You don't know what you hit. You're confused. You don't know where you're going. You're confused. Okay? But at the end of the day, man, the beautiful part about it is that the Lord has given us the light to see in this dark world, and the Lord has given us the sense to not be confused in this confused world. Okay, and as long as we hold fast to that, what the Lord is gonna come back and deliver us. Okay, and that is our hope. That is our belief, and that is not gonna change, man. If you're of the elect, you're gonna endure unto the end. Okay, and all this is finally going to be over, man, and that's what we look forward to pursuant to Revelation, the 21st chapter. Okay, so with that, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Until next time, Shalom.